Hello, welcome to my Perfect Genetics Challenge, Episode 5, Generation 1 still, of course. Now, Olivia is at home and she's just woken up and she's decided to ask Don out for a date. This will be their first date and she's going to take him to the Green Fun Park. Now, this is something that I've built and it's in my studio in the Sims 3 Exchange. And he's agreed to go. So she must be just after 6 o'clock, but before it's time for him to leave for work. So she'd better hurry. They won't have much time together at the fun park, and it's raining. So off she goes. Now, I've used a barrier to entry system here, so I've unlocked the gates and Don's arrived. I've decided I don't want to make them pay to get in, so they've unlocked them. And he's in his work clothes already, so he's ready for work. So he's not going to be here for long. We won't get to explore the fun park very much today. He's happy to see her, and they have a little cuddle. He was autonomously going to massage her and I accidentally stopped it by telling her to do something else because I was in a hurry to make them actually get to know each other. So they had a little kiss. And then he had to go to work. So it wasn't a very long date, but at least they got to see each other. And I thought, well, while she's here, it might be raining, but that's not bothering it too much. So she can do a bit of roller skating. Once she and Don end up getting married, and I'm sure they will, there's going to be lots of babies for her and pregnant Sims. Can't roller skate. I'm really excited about this challenge, and it's been going really well. And I've got video recorded for many more episodes. I've just got to stop myself from playing it and recording video and start and actually put more videos up on YouTube to catch up to where they're up to. There's 3 roller coasters on this lot. There's 2 above ground and 1 below ground. And hopefully, by the time the challenge is over, we will have had Sims in all of them. Now, she stopped roller skating and she's going to go upstairs. This little tower I built to help me with the roller coasters has got a barista bar in it. And she's just gone up there to get something to eat and drink. She'll drink her tea. It's one of the herbal teas. And see, she's got that red heart above her head still, as though she's still on her date. But he's gone off to work. But she was the leader of the date. She asked him if that could be why it's staying there. But she's on her own. He's gone. And now she's going to have something to eat. I think it was a bagel. And when she's finished eating, we'll send her home. Although, I should add this, I didn't actually put this in the video. When she came in and before she got onto the roller skating rink, there was a gnome of the Dant near the front gate. And she grabbed that to take home. That sink was very convenient. Usually when you have a sim at a cafe somewhere, they walk all over the lot trying to find somewhere to wash their plate. And then she gets a gumball. She hasn't had a gumball before. So anyway, she's now got a gnome of the Dant to put at home. She's got to go to work. And there happens to be a mech gnome just behind that ping pong table. So I grabbed that as well while she was going down the steps. So she got 2 gnomes. 2 magic gnomes to take home with her. So there's the gnome of the Dant in her inventory there. So when she gets home, we will place those gnomes and the fun shall begin. Both of those gnomes, though, age and die, though we will eventually end up with tombstones. That's Belinda Crumplebottom, the witch that she's arriving at work with at the moment. They both work together in the diner. Yes, I had to add a mod back in. I eventually added my mods back in. See that foot tapping while they're waiting to work out who's going to go in first? Yeah, well, I've got a mod to stop that. No foot tapping in my game anymore. So there are the gnomes that she found when she went to the Green Fun Park. and I discovered when I put them down there that the gnome of summer had arrived as well, and I almost never see that gnome. It's so hard to get. So I logged in the hope that I might actually get a badge eventually, just to record the fact that there was a gnome there. I don't know if it had any effect on or not. I probably won't get it. I'll have to hope to get those gnomes in the Carolyn save when I'm logged in all the time when I play that. But anyway, I logged in and I found that there were presents there for me from my Sims 3 friends on the Sims 3 website. So she gained a few new little items from my friends, and thank you to my friends for that. See that picture hanging on the wall there above the stairs? That came from one of my gifts I got from one of my friends. And there's also a pink flamingo out in the front lawn and a big flower pot with pink flowers. Olivia is lying down reading her cooking skill book. She has to lie down because she doesn't own a chair that she could sit in to read. It all seemed so peaceful. I didn't notice until it was too late to get any video of it, but she got abducted by aliens. They brought her back, thank goodness, and I did manage to get a video of that. So that's the only abduction I've seen of her so far, and I was so pleased that she wasn't a male because I was worried. She's my founder. I didn't want her having an alien baby, but if she'd come home pregnant, well, then I would have kept it. But she wasn't a male, so there was no risk of her getting an alien baby. Now, it's way too early for her to go to work yet, but she's off on a little excursion. The thing she's decided to do is she wants some more furniture in her house. And I've got a couple of Savvy Seller stores that I built. This is Carter's Corner store, and she's going up to the top level where there is a furniture store, and she's going to buy herself a love seat so that she can sit and watch TV more comfortably. So she had a bit of a look around. They're all a bit expensive, but we did find one that wasn't terribly expensive. It was right over near the wall, and she couldn't actually test it out because it was too close to the wall. It was one of the Woodrow's set. Anyway, she managed to buy it, and it went into her inventory. This saves me going into buy mode and searching forever. See, it's too close to the wall. She can't sit in it, but she can still buy it. It's on the Savvy Seller mat. So there we go, 350 simoleons. And then she left the Carter's Corner store and she went to the Blue Building because she also needs a multi-tab. And there's a computer shop or an electronics shop in here. That's the Nectary. She can buy things from World Adventures there as well as having a Nectary register in it. I added a Nectary register myself recently. It's not in the version that's on the exchange. But this is the Blue Building. And she's gone there to buy herself a tablet. And she has the Virtuoso trait. So the next little part of the shop that's next door to the electronics store where you can buy TVs and computers and clocks. The next door is the music store, and with the Virtuoso trait, I went looking for her when I lost track of her because I went for a bit of a look around the store and she was in there looking at the musical instruments. She'll have to buy a piano or something later on. That dark part just next to the stop with those 3 square lights, that's the toilets, the male and female toilets. See, here she is in the music shop. She'd really like that grand piano, but there's no way she's got the money or the space for it in her tiny house at the moment, and no money to expand the house either. Now, I don't put cash register attendants in my stores now. They're not necessary, and you just end up with too many Sims and it clogs up your game, and it takes them, they all queue up outside for hours to get in. It's a bit like when the schools have too many children. All the kids queue up outside all day trying to get into school. Well, same thing happens here. So she's going to ask him out on a date again, but I think she might be a bit out of luck. Oh, she wants him to Savvy at this shop because there's a bar and they can dance and drink and eat food down there in the bar. But he's at work. I just can't blame her for trying. Anyway, she's home again now and it's dark. That must have been her day off. She didn't have to go to work that day. She has 2 days off each week, and she's using her tablet that she just bought to buy herself some recipes. Because she wants to be the menu maven, she needs to learn 28 recipes. And the ghosts have arrived. That's from having that gnome of the darned. So she's invited Don over, but I don't think he's going to come. It's a bit late. And there's a ghost on her bed. And there's the gnome just in front of her in the garden. I've got it sped up a bit so she can do a bit of the gardening. But of course, once she's had a shower, she can't go use her bed because there's a ghost in it. So she lucky she bought that little love seat because she went to have a sleep on it instead. But she won't share her bed with a ghost, particularly not a strange ghost that she doesn't know. Luckily, the ghost had had a big enough sleep. We're going to see lots more of the ghosts, because they're here to stay for quite a while. Invite Don over. Is he going to come this time? Clean up a bit outside while he's on his way. Send a love letter to Don. She needs to go and repair his shower. She's getting her jobs done. She's did the love letter, so he's not going to get away from her. He didn't come over, but she's still going to send him the love letter. There's her summer gnome still sitting out front. And that's the end of the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye bye for now.